Hello, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. If you're new, I react to video game music from games I've never played or heard about. I myself am a musician. I've been one for a very long time. And today I'm going to be doing a Patreon request for Cyrexin, Final Fantasy XIV. This is Beauty's Wicked Wiles, aka Lakshmi? Lakshmi's theme? Probably butchered that. It's been a while with 14. You know, at the beginning of my channel, it was really popular, and then the channel blew up, and all these other requests came in, and then like it just wasn't around for a while. Now it's kind of making its return. Either way, it's a really big fan favorite around here. Changed my life, so that's cool. I'm actually currently playing my first Final Fantasy. No, my second. I beat Remake, and now I'm currently doing the original 7. Anyways, this is arranged by Kenichi Kuroda and Masayoshi Soken. Lyrics by Michael Christopher Koji Fox, and vocals are Paula K. Gerhold. It's been a while, 14 fans, but let's get into it. This is Beauty's Wicked Wiles? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Wills? Let's go. Oh, is that the boss? Immediate Middle Eastern vibes. Oh, there's lyrics. Well, this came right out of the gate with a banger. Man. Getting big Arabic royalty vibes. God, that outfit is crazy. Sitar. Okay, yeah, definitely Middle Eastern. That was definitely a sitar. These bosses are so extravagant in this game. Definitely see some belly dancing to this. Little tambourine. Second phase, maybe? Sounds like a bridge of the song. I love this setting. Oh no, it just keeps going. I wonder if this is supposed to be like her singing. So much energy. And yet the vocals are so relaxed. Like she's almost speaking instead of singing. Okay, we have a little bit of a break. I feel like the pole band's gonna come in like right now, maybe? Or building back up. Okay. What an aesthetic here. Oh, that's catchy. Damn it, 14, bro. 14 songs are so catchy. It's like she got beat. Okay, well, you know, I'm not gonna lie. This was one of the more. Well, let's get the good out of the way. The good is it was mostly good. Don't worry. The good is that it was extremely catchy. You know, I'm already humming it in my head. Right, super catchy, really high energy, but in a cool way, not like a rock sort of. Too much energy sometimes. It was more like just like a just enough doom kind of like tribal beat. But I'm noticing like I'm just usually I don't have any sort of scenery in mind or any sort of visuals, but I mean here I straight up have gameplay of like when it's playing, so that's kind of a different perspective for me, or at least a rare one. And I just gotta say, I mean it fits like so much, right? The jewels, the stuff that looks like glass, the gold everywhere, the outfit, everything is just so like royalty and like mystifying. It totally fit. Now I don't know if this is supposed to be a setting that kind of resembles like that kind of whole Arabic thing, but I mean they went for it and it worked because the main instrument here was the sitar. That's spelled S-I-T-A-R. I don't know much about this instrument. I just know that it exists, and it is like the main instrument of India. It looks like a giant guitar, basically. Players are always sitting cross-legged, and it sits in the middle of their lap, and they just play it up here. I think it has like 16 strings or something crazy. It looks unbelievably hard to play, and that's coming from a guitar player. So yeah, that was definitely going on here. There was a lot of like big drums and like little shakers and bells and what was it, the oh god, I said it earlier and I'm drawing a blank, the tambourine, all these little like kind of gypsy sounding sounds, but it all comes together to make this kind of energy here, which is honestly kind of you kind of can't help to like dance to it in a way. It's almost very sensual. It's very just kind of free flowing, which made me think of like belly dancing, which I'm not really sure the culture behind belly dancing, so you're gonna have to excuse me. But it's kind of at base level, as someone who just would watch it, it seems like it's very, kind of like on the seductive, sensual side, but just kind of showing like the art of dance. I could be wrong totally, but it's a really beautiful dance. Regardless, it's very skillful. Now this isn't a belly dancing channel, but it just kind of reminded me of something that they would dance to, which is all part of that whole thing, at least in my eyes. So I got a little curious. I never really do this, but I was curious, and I did a quick Google search of what Lakshmi means, and apparently it's the Hindu goddess of wealth and good fortune, the goddess of prosperity, fortune, love, beauty, and joy, and symbolizes good luck from Hinduism. So I don't know anything about that. I was just curious, and honestly, it just fits. So I guess that means this is not an original character, or maybe it's just based off of. I don't know. I know, like for example, like during at least in FF7, that's the world I'm currently playing right now. It seems to have a mixture of like Norse and Greek mythos as inspiration. So I mean, I wouldn't put it past it that they just use different, cultures around the world to kind of influence their bosses or characters. So that's cool. So that kind of probably tells me that this whole section of this map, or part where you fight her before this and after, is probably very also relating to that kind of scenery. Either way, I'm not sure from which expansion this was either. I don't know anything about 14. I'm sorry. I just know it's an MMO and it's Final Fantasy. That's pretty much the extent of my knowledge, and that Soken is pretty much the head musician here, even though there's more of them. And I don't know, because I've done so many, I don't know if I've heard this vocalist before. Let me see who it was again. Paula Kager. I don't remember. There's been so many. I know there was an Amanda, and I know there was a Susan. So I don't know if I've heard Paula, but I feel like I've heard that light, airy, kind of raspy voice before. And I can't remember where. I want to say maybe Oblivion. I could be totally wrong. I've heard so many songs, so you have to excuse me. But yeah, I really like the actual vocal style here, because I'm not sure if it was supposed to emulate her speaking, like in the first person, or if it was about her. But it seemed so calm, because when I see the character, she doesn't look menacing. She looks, peaceful. The complete opposite of a boss. So it makes it more scary in a way. So, and that kind of, to me, sounded like the singing style, which is kind of very calm and not really singing per se, but more kind of like just more of an exaggerated speaking voice with your oohs and your ahs, very, very airy. So I don't know. It was pretty interesting, because when I think of a boss, usually it's more like, I'm trying to kill you and it's a monster or something. But it seems this game has just kind of a little bit of everything, and you don't know who, because apparently it's the goddess of fortune and good luck, and for some reason she's out to get you guys. The lore of FF14 never ceases to amaze me, and I'm sure you will all tell me what is going on here. But, I have to admit, there is no bad, by the way. Oh, actually, I kind of lied. Not bad, but just maybe a gripe that I had is that it was just all... And there's no real set way to make music, right? There's no right or wrong, there's no rules. But to me, it seemed kind of repetitive. Every time I thought it was going to go into a break or to a different part of the song, it just felt like it was a verse, chorus, verse, chorus. It just kind of kept repeating over and over and over, which is fine in a 5-minute listen to like I just did. But I feel like if you were to be stuck here for hours or something, there might be at least for me, I think I'd probably get tired of it, just because it's so repetitive. The chord changes are very minute, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to dog on it, but I'm just saying it's really short. There's no deviation from it's like the chord structure just goes through the whole song and then stays in that bubble. Unless she's a really easy boss and then you're supposed to breeze through it. Of course, as I say that, my fate is she's probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. So you guys let me know. You just all those things I asked, you guys can fill in the gaps. I know you will. And that's why you guys make the best audience, because you're very passionate and you know everything about this game, and I know nothing. So that's it. Thank you very much to Cyrexon for the request. Thank you to the Final Fantasy XIV community. If you want to do the same thing. Oh, by the way, before I even do the plug, there's still much more Final Fantasy XIV music I have to check out very, very, very soon. So it's not going anywhere. There's still hundreds of songs I have to do for this game. So just in case you were wondering where it's the 14 stuff, it's around. It's just I'm going in order. So anyways, that being said, if you want to make your own request of a video game song, you can do so on Patreon or PayPal. They both support me. This is what I do for a living. And they're not necessary though, but they just guarantee that I will check out your song in an ever-growing list, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every day. If you want to skip that line, there is the Platinum tier, which is basically shoots you to the top And if you've been waiting a long time, then it'll do your past request as well. It's a pretty heavy tier, to be honest. And that is on Patreon. That's the platinum tier. And a big shout out to my other platinum supporters. We have Fly, Orange, and Rogue Monk. Thanks to all of these people for making this possible. Thanks to you, the Warriors of Light and the Warriors of Darkness, and whatever else I'm missing. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I will see you dudes and dudettes later. Take it easy.